Hello guys, my name is Noel and you are welcome to my YouTube channel. This is where you have access to reliable information on how you can study abroad at a very affordable tuition fees in the European Union Schengen areas. Okay, so today I want to dive into this topic. I want to talk about frequently asked questions about studying in Europe. If you want to come to Europe to study, there are a lot of universities that the tuition fees are very low, and even in some cases free of charge. You don't have to break the bank to study abroad. All you need is the right information. The right information. That's what you need, and that's what I'm here to provide for you guys. You don't need any agent to help you apply for admission abroad. No, you just need information. Information. That's what you need. And you can do by yourself right there in your sitting room. So I'm going to address some of the frequently asked questions about studying in Europe. Number one, what are the requirements for student visa? Firstly, I'm not a visa agent. I do not work with any agency or any organization with respect to visa. I'm just giving you my own opinion and my own information based on my research and personal experience. Okay? So that's about that. So what are the requirements for student visa? If you go to any embassy website, you're gonna see the requirement for different categories of visa. Just a simple research. You're gonna see everything that you need to know. Follow that process. Get every document that was mentioned there, that is mentioned in the website, and make sure you fulfill the conditions attached to any type of visa you want to apply for. So I would advise you to always read and confirm the information before you start your application process. Don't just surrender your application to an agent who doesn't even have time to look at the whole details. Remember, this is your future. Don't play with it. So research, go through the website and look at the requirements of the country you want to go to. Everything is there. But generally speaking, for you to apply for student visa, you need to be aware that you need to show evidence of proof of fund. I want to dwell on that a little bit. A lot of people make mistake because they don't know the amount they're supposed to have in their account, or they provided a document that does not satisfy the standard for proof of fund. So first thing first, proof of fund, you have to show that you have the required amount in your account. Secondly, your document has to be authentic, reliable, and verifiable. Very important. So among other documents you're supposed to submit for your student visa application, proof of fund is up there because you have to show that you have the financial muscle, the financial capacity to take care of yourself while in that country without a recourse to public fund. So you have to show economic ties, that you have sufficient fund to pay for tuition fees, accommodation, feed yourself, and even travel and flight expenses, at least for the first 1 year of your residence in that country. That's the whole essence of proof of fund. And you have to, every country has different amount. Luxembourg is different, Czech Republic is different, maybe Belgium, Slovakia, Austria, Switzerland. You have to read, go to their webpage of the consular section of the embassy or the visa application section of the embassy website. You're going to see all the requirements for student visa. Read it thoroughly. Read it thoroughly. And most student visas are denied because of proof of fund. That's why I am dwelling on that particular one. Of course, you have to get your admission letter from the school and also provide other supporting documents. So my advice is read it up from the embassy website, but proof of fund, you must pay a special attention to that. And make sure your documents you're supplying to the embassy, they are authentic, verifiable, and reliable. Second question, what the length of typical degree in Europe? Usually as a standard, generally speaking, for bachelor's is 3 years, free, 1, 2, 3, bachelor's 3 years, masters mostly 2 years, mostly 2 years. In some cases, in some universities and some countries, it might be less than 2 years, but mostly 2 years for master's program in Europe. Then for PhDs, depends on the research you are doing. Sometimes 4 years, sometimes 3 years. Okay, so it varies between schools and course specification, right? Number three, can I study in English language? English taught programs are widely taught in most European universities. Don't think because they don't speak English, therefore it's only in Czech language or in German or in French. No, they also want to attract foreign students to their country to boost the economy and to have this international appeal. Okay, so they have English taught programs. For example, at the University of Luxembourg, which is where I had my second master's. I love that university. I'm proud to have been a graduate of that wonderful, wonderful institution. And I promise you, it's a fantastic university. And if you have chance to go there, run to that place, run to that university. Don't even hesitate. Run right now. They have a lot of masters taught in English. A lot. Also at the Czech University of Life Sciences Prague, a lot. Charles University, a lot. In fact, Charles University has a PhD that is free of charge, and they still pay you stipends on top of that. Imagine studying for free, and they still pay you some scholarship at the end of every month. Yes. So yeah, there's a lot of programs you can study in English language in Czech Republic, in Belgium, Luxembourg, in Germany, in Slovakia, and in many other countries in the European Union. Yes, just do a simple research. If you check my videos here, I have more than 100 videos about different countries in the European Union, and these all the courses I talk about on my videos are English taught programs, and they are affordable or even free of charge in some cases. That's what I do here, right? The next question, what about tuition fees and living cost? Tuition fees are very, very low in the European Union. Trust me. I studied in the UK and I know how much it cost me. But I also went to University of Luxembourg for my second master's, and there that time I was paying 200 euros per semester for a master's degree program in integrated system biology. Such masters in the UK are probably gonna cost like £18,000 a year, £16,000 a year, £15,000 a year, even more. But at the University of Luxembourg, as of that time, I was paying just 200 euros per semester. Now it's 400 euros per semester. So for 2 years program, you're paying roughly about 1,600 euros for 2 years masters at the University of Luxembourg. In the UK, 1 year at least 17,000 pounds a year. So look at the difference. So a lot of schools in Europe are quite very affordable. In Czech Republic, in Belgium, in Luxembourg, in Germany, name it. So yes, and cost of living depends on countries. For example, in Luxembourg, cost of living is a bit much higher compared to Czech Republic. But again, you earn more in Luxembourg than in Czech Republic, but you spend less in Czech Republic than in Luxembourg. So you have to look at different dynamics and look at what is best for you. Think about your long-term goal, your vision, your education, your career prospect. That will help you to decide where to go. You have to decide that by yourself. Nobody can do that for you. I'm only here to give you the different variabilities, options. Okay, Luxembourg is fantastic. Czech Republic, beautiful country. Prague is lovely. I love Prague. Okay, Luxembourg, fantastic. So it depends on what is your vision, your goals. You can decide where to go. Will my previous qualification be recognized? Yes. If you had previously studied in your home country, for example, Nigeria, and you have your high school WAEC, as they call it in Nigeria. And if you want to study abroad, let's say in Czech Republic, you have to first of all you have to apply for the recognition of your high school certificate if you want to apply for a bachelor's degree program in Czech Republic, just for example. And the process can be lengthy, so you have to start on time. It might take you 2 months, 3 months. It depends on the universities and the processes. So yes, you have to apply for the recognition of your foreign degree. If you're applying for masters, you have to apply for your bachelor's degree to be recognized. It's a kind of what is called equivalency. So they have to check that your bachelor's degree matches the one they have in their country. So yes, it can be recognized. It's part of the process for admission into most European Union universities. You have to do that. Almost in our countries, almost. Luxembourg does that, Czech Republic, Austria, Slovakia, name them. So yes, your degree from your country of origin, third country applicant has to be recognized in the European Union before you can complete admission process to study in these countries. What about scholarship opportunities? Yes, there's a lot of fantastic scholarships available for foreign students in Luxembourg, in Czech Republic, in different countries. So you just have to do a simple research and explore the scholarship available to different universities, different countries. Okay, even on my channel here, I've done some videos about scholarship opportunities in Europe. For example, at the University of Luxembourg. Okay, so yes, of course, there are scholarship opportunities in Europe. Okay, what about what are the opportunities for international students to stay and work after graduation or completion of their study? Yes, fantastic question. Now, once you finish your studies, most of these countries, for example, in Luxembourg and the Czech Republic, and you successfully completed your program, okay, and you pass it and you have your certificate, you can actually apply for work permit once you have a job. Okay, once you have a job, you can apply for work permit and then work full time. So this is why you must take your studies seriously. Don't just come to Europe. You came there, you came to study, then you left your study and begin to work. No, your primary objective of coming there is to study and not to work. If you're allowed to work part-time, which is the case in most cases, they have to make sure you are smart about that. Make sure that you do not undermine your education, because ultimately when you graduate, you use that certificate to get a bigger job and you can work full time in that country. So be patient. Don't be desperate. Remember, you came there to study, not to work. So fix your eyes on your study first and work part time. Make sure your job does not interfere with your study, because when you graduate successfully, you can get a full time job and work full time and earn much money. So patience, consistency, and focus, right? And then you can get a full time job once you graduate and work full time. Okay, so this is very important. So yes, just make sure you graduate and finish on time. Okay. How about next thing I want to talk about here is importance of learning language if you study in a country where English is not the primary language. Very important. If you come to a country where English is not the primary language, learn that language. Very important. It's good for social integration. It will help you to communicate and have some opportunities within that country, even though there are English based jobs around. But if you can speak the language, you have more chances. It enhances your chances of getting by in that country. For example, if you come to Luxembourg, when I was in Luxembourg, there was a free language course every week, once a week for students. You can choose to learn French or Luxembourgish or German. I think I was doing French language that time, but I didn't quite take it that seriously. So please take it seriously. Okay. So if you find yourself in a country where English is not the primary language, please do learn that language. When I was at the University of Luxembourg, I think there was free language course once every week. Okay, I was doing French, but I think I wasn't that serious. So please take it seriously because it will help you to have more opportunities in that country. And also, if you want to settle down after a certain period of residence in that country, one of the requirements for you to have your permanent residency is that you have to show proficiency in that language. Yes, proficiency in that language. So start on time. Once you arrive in that country, the very first year, start language classes gradually. No pressure, step by step before you stay there 3, 4, 5 years. You might be fluent if you're very quick in learning, and that will help you for long term stay if you want to stay there for longer time because then you can get a job easily if you speak the language and also for permanent residency, language proficiency is one of the requirements which you must meet. So it's very important. So, and I think that's pretty much what I'm going to talk about in this first episode of frequently asked questions about studying in Europe. So I'm going to do another part two of this to respond to more questions. So if you want to ask me something else that I didn't mention in this video, please drop your questions below the comment section. I'm going to respond to that as well. Remember, please to like this video, to share this video, and to smash that like button. Okay, please do that for me, and also share it everywhere in TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Please do share. Let's get to a global audience. All right, come on. Remember, you have the power to bend reality and create your own future. I am the Investor. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Catch you.